guys, I'm Aussie and welcome to episode 37 of the World Tour at Shanghai Shenxin. And today it's a massive episode. We have the first leg of our Asian Champions League Quarter-Final against Jeonbuk Motors, and then of course Beijing, a top of the table clash in the league. Now just one game since last episode, that was against Wuhan, and to be honest, I don't remember what happened to us. That's right, we played really well. We did rotate, we went back to the wingers. Surprisingly, Chan Nam didn't score, because that's usually he does score when we play him. But it was Chao Yan who got the double, Kian. I don't know. I'm just guessing, guys. Anyway, he got a goal as well. It was 3-1. They got one back in the 90th minute. The match stats make it look a lot more even than it was. Play ratings, they tell the story there. We were quite good. Perhaps a little blunt, actually, if it wasn't for Chao Yan up top. But let's not waste any more time. Let's have a quick look at the league table. But this is all about the Champions League first up here. You can see we are still top, 1 point ahead of Beijing, 3 ahead of Hebe. And Shandong just dropped off the pace a little bit. They're 10 points behind us now. There's, 9 games to go? No, 11 games to go. How many games are there to go? We played 30 games. 7 games to go. So I'm hoping we've seen them off, which means we should have the club back in the Champions League for next season. But right now, it is all about the Champions League. It's all about Jeonbuk Motors, and this is the team we're sending out. We're being a little bit more cautious, being in the home leg, try and limit away goals to absolutely 0 if we can. It's Jainan in goal, Wellington, Ruse, and Rabao as a back 3. Federico down the right, of course, back in the Champions League team, along with Jinan. Now we can re-register the squad. Chen Min down the left, Feng, Lishen, and Humam Tariq in midfield, with Lequin and Vinicius, hopefully to get the goals for us. And of course, the benefit of rotating the squad in the last game means that we should be able to play this team pretty much for this game as well as Beijing. We won't be able to play Wellington because it's different for player limits, but otherwise it should be the same team. Now we can see the way that Jeonbuk are loading up there, or lining up I should say, not loading up. What do we want to say here? I want to say pressure's off. So it's not exactly what I want to say, but it kind of gets the message across. You know, the media's been putting pressure on you, or building you up, or whatever it said. Alright, just going to fix up some tactical instructions, and then we'll be back for the half. All I was doing there, just because they're not playing any fullbacks, just wanted to make sure that our strikers had they had no obligation to mark anybody. And we've just pushed our wingbacks onto man-mark their wingers, because they're the only sort of wide players they have, so we might as well just mark them, stay with them, and try and get them out of the game if we can. Early booking for Vinicius, that is not ideal. What do I want from this game? I duly just want to keep them to 0 if I can. We are always a threat of scoring a goal. That's just how we are. If we can keep a clean sheet, no away goals, and then that makes our life a lot easier than going into the second leg. Not much to report so far, is there? We'll give them one more get creative. It looks like, judging off the match stats, we're just shading it. But it's been very, very close. Alright, here we go. Let's see what we can do here. Is this going to be a highlight? We're in our own half here, it looks like. Chen Min to Humam. What's he got? He rakes a ball across the field. That's a stunning pass, isn't it, for Barenda guy. Can he pick out a teammate in the box? He gets the cross in. Back post is too close to the keeper. That was a good opportunity. We did have Yaquin just free at the back post, so he's just as likely to head it over the bar as we saw last episode as he is to do anything else. Highlight is going to continue here, though, it looks like. Li Feng up for Federico. Can he square this one? Go on, Federico's there for Yaquin. Headed away for Yasha! There it is! 1-0 to Shenzhen! We have the lead. 8th goal of the year for Shenzhen. A lot of those have been penalties. That was anything but a penalty. That was an absolutely stunning, I want to say, volley from the edge of the area. Let's have another look at this. For the second time of asking, Federico gets the ball in. That's a better ball. Put pressure on the defender. Look at that. That's absolutely stunning. A stunning, stunning goal from Li Shan. That is up there for goal of the season. 100%. Speaking of which, actually, there is a goals of the month at the end of this episode as well. Just a quick friendly reminder of that. So make sure you stick around after the Beijing game to see the best of our goals from, I think we're in August. I think we're in August. Alright, let's not go and concede a goal here, please, boys. This is not looking good. This is not looking good. Oh, good save from Jenin. Let's show some passion here, boys. Come on. Looks decent crowd, too. Look at that. Almost a sellout, if not a sellout. Alright, here we go. Can we get a second now? Humam for the Aquin. Dinks it over the back post. Federico tucks it down. Oh, blocked shot. Li Feng picks that up, though. There we go. I thought he was going to lose that just for a horrible second there. Humam spraying it around, isn't he? He's really playing. Whoa, Yaquin! Oh, I thought that was curling in. Humam is just having one of his games where he just is directing play like a mofo. That's why I love Humam. He's just, his long passing is just amazing at times. Sometimes he can be a little bit quiet. That's the downside to Humam. But when he's on, he is on. What do we say to that? I think things are going well. We could do better. I do like that as a general team talk, especially if you're winning a close game as well. That always tends to work. Quick mention too for Ajax last night against Real Madrid. How good was that? I don't know if I've picked up that Yuri Ruse, you're an Ajax fan. I don't know if you're that good all the time, but I mean, you don't get much Dutch football on TV over here, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't know if you're that good all the time, and I know that Ajax always has good young players. And this is a particularly good batch, but oh my, what a performance that was! I almost have to think that Real Madrid had a bad night because I don't think they could be made to look that bad, but I don't know if that's. I think Ajax may have just been that good. And if they are that good, can they win it? There's a lot of good teams, isn't there? But they were really, really good. Anyway, let's get back to our own Champions League game here. Other than the goal, hasn't been much happening here, as there. We're not playing well up top. Our strikers maybe haven't had much of a chance. But again, that being said, take a draw. Take 1-0 right in the draw. Take 1-0 right now. I didn't say it. Draw was a slip. All right, come on, game. I didn't mean that. I meant... Okay. Long ball over the top. Okay, here's the chance for Vinicius. We know he can finish. Can he finish this time? Vinicius! Oh, he's too slow, isn't he? Federico's still there. Dinks it in, and it's a corner. I don't think... We'll have to check next time we get the screen up. I don't think that Vinicius is that slow. Ball comes in. It's headed towards goal! Lafang! What? I think it was a save from the keeper, but he didn't know anything about it. Come on, boys. Let's not go and concede a goal on the counter-attack, please. Federico's back there. That was really, really good defending, wasn't it? Come on, boys. Demand more. Vinicius. He's not that slow. His dribbling isn't fantastic. Maybe that's what's slowing him up. Come on. We'll take 1-0. 1-0's fine. Oh, come on, boys. We're so close now. We're so close. Oh, 8 seconds to go. I think this is it. It's bounced around there. We've won. Was it a goal kick? I think we've got a goal kick, and that's it. Well, that is, boys. Let me know what you think in the comments. I think that's a really, really good result. 1-0. A stunning strike from Li Shan. We can't overlook how good that goal was. And, I mean, that's half the job done, isn't it? Well done. And on we go. I mean, we really can't overlook how big that clean sheet at home could be. If we get one goal now away, then that should be tie over. Anyway, guys, right there. We have another massive game now. It's top of the table versus Beijing. This could be a title decider. Okay, welcome back. We are at home to Beijing. It is literally a top-of-the-table clash. Only a point separates us. You can see they are favourites, which is annoying. But we'll see what we can do. And the other big game here, Shandong is up against Hebe, so it's third versus fourth as well. So we wouldn't mind Shandong getting up in that one, I don't think, and get a little bit of a gap then, especially if we can win this. Let's have a look at the team that we're sending out. Now, a couple of bits of injury news that I forgot to tell you before the first game. Li Peng is gone for a couple of weeks. He'll be back as an international break after this, so he'll be back after that. Wheezy, I mean, he's not a big player for us anymore, but again, a couple of weeks he was out for. But this is the most devastating one. Lin Yi, a month. So that hurts us because he is quite good. Now, he couldn't have played this game anyway because I'm pretty sure he is on loan from this club. Yeah, so yeah, don't lose him for this game. But certainly after this, hopefully he'll be back relatively soon after the international break, just a week or so. But this is the team that we're sending out. As I said, it's more or less the same team. It's Jinan in goal. It's Kian who comes in because Wellington can't play because of different foreign play limits. Ruse and Robao make up the back three. Federico down the right. Chen Min down the left. Fang, Humam and Leshan in midfield with Yequin and Vinicius up top. So we can see the way they're lining up. They have Almeida still in their team. They have this guy. Anyone else there? Long Gang. We had him on loan, if you remember, right back to when we first got here. He was really good. Just the two foreign players, though. No, there's another guy here in midfield. The plan here is just basically, as you can see from the way we're lining up, just try and keep a clean sheet. If we can once again say there's no pressure, that would be wonderful. Just ignore recent praise, go out there, play a natural game. We'll go with that again. We don't want to put any extra pressure on them. This is, as I said, a big game anyway. It would be really good to win this one because then, I mean, apart from that, we get a gap and it's good to win any game. But what we could do then is we'll play Hebe before the second leg of the Champions League Quarter-Final. So we could potentially look to rest some players for that game. And then if we were to lose it, it wouldn't be great, but we'd have given ourselves the opportunity to drop points and get away with it and still be top of the table. So I'm kind of hoping we win for that reason alone. I mean, obviously I want to win because, it would be a massive step towards the league title. We haven't actually won a major trophy with Shenzhen yet, so it would be really disappointing if we were to leave without doing that. The only thing we've won is the first division when we got promoted, or League One or whatever it's called. There's a decent ball over the top for Yaquin. Can he either go himself? Can he go himself? Oh, it's a good save from their keeper. It is going to go for, I thought for a second then it wasn't even going to go for a corner. Good crowd in for this one too. The fans are just starting to come out now. Look at this. Welcome, Shanghai. We've been here all week. Come on, boys. Oh, is he offside? He's got to be offside, yeah. Maybe we're just taking over from SIPG as the major force in Shanghaian football. I'm not quite sure what you call it. Oh, I've hit get creative just as the highlight has started. Come on, boys. Remember your defensive training. Oh, it's going a bit of a run. We're sucking a lot of players in here. Ball comes into the box. That should be easy. It's not a good defensive header, and we're 1-0 down. Oh, that's not good. Alright, so we'll go attacking now. We won't completely ditch this formation just yet. But, I mean, it's defensive header. It's not the best. Guoan, he's the guy that's come in. And, that's why he's not first choice, basically. Yuri Ru's on a booking too isn't the best. It's still a long way to go here. It's only one goal. It's been an even game. We are more than capable of getting ourselves back into this. Almeida, he's good from a set piece. Just over the bar, that one. We're not playing well, though, are we? We're really not playing well. It might be a case here of just see if we can get into half-time. At 1-0 down, refocus everybody. And then we might... See, they're looking really tired, aren't they? We might try and overrun them in the second half if we can. I think we will ditch this formation. I'm tempted to take Yuri Ruz off. Of course, he's on a booking, but I'm not going to. I'm going to take Guoan off. We haven't played well, have we? We'll give it an aggressive, not happy with that. Show me something else. And then we'll go in here. We'll make these changes. So we'll push Humam forward. Now, Zhen Hong is just coming back from injury. So you can see his match sharpness isn't great. Oh, should I take Yuri Ruz off? No, I'm not going to. I may live to regret that. Anyway, yeah, his match fitness isn't great, but we know he's a good player, so he's got to get his match sharpness back somehow, doesn't he? So we'll make those changes. We'll go back into team talk here. I wouldn't normally worry, but this is a big game. We've got to try and at least get a draw from this. Otherwise, we're relying on Beijing to drop points somewhere else, and they are a really good team, so we might struggle to have that happen for us. Come on, boys, get creative. Ooh, and the highlight begins. Can we do something here? Yuri Ruz, you're going to need to kick it, mate. There we go. Into Humam. Humam looks over for Federico. It hasn't found its target. And now we're in a little bit of trouble here. We're in a massive amount of trouble. Yeah. That's not good. Oh, you've just got to be a little bit more aggressive there, Federico. We'll get stuck in. I'm going to have to tell Yuri Ruz to watch his tackles because he is already on a booking. We're going to attack with a little bit more width, slightly longer passing. Attack with a lot more width, and let's just see how that goes. To go into player instructions here. I need to get to Yuri Ruz, and we need to tell him to ease off tackles. Okay. Come on, boys. Demand more. Oh, we'll wait to have some of this highlight. Here goes Chen Min. Can he get us back in this game? Decent ball for Federico. That one's found its target. Federico for Vinicius. Vinicius! Oh! Vinicius is starting to be linked with a call-up to the Brazilian national team as well. So that's interesting. All right, can we do something from the corner here? No, we can't. It's not a good one from Humam. Not his finest work. Let's show some passion, boys. Come on. We've got a good crowd in here. Let's not send them home disappointed. Lashen's not having a good game. We are kind of out of midfield options, if I'm honest. We could always push Humam back in there and bring Wang Chao on. Come on, boys. Show some passion. Fire up, lads. Alright, your Quinn's not having a great game. He's been sort of pushing my patience a little bit lately, so we're going to take him off. And Li Shan as well is not having a good game. He's on a booking. We'll take him off. We'll switch them around. Push Human back into midfield. I don't hate the idea of him as a deep line playmaker, actually. And then, yeah, I don't hate this. This is... Alright, what do you want to attack? Alright, that's our changes made. We've got as attacking as we can just about go, other than going very attacking. Let's give it a get creative. And you know what? Goal difference doesn't really matter, does it? So it's going to come down to the Reserves League. Let's go for it. We just haven't really created... That one chance for Vinicius is the only thing I can think of that we've actually created this game. Otherwise, we've been a little bit poor. Here goes the kid. Chao Yan. Chao Yan. Chao Yan! Oh! Come on, boys. Let's push them. Look at that. They're tied. They're tied. They're tied. 10 minutes to go. If we can get one, we can get two. Vinicius, is he offside there? No. Berenda going back in for Wen Chao! It's in! It's his first goal for the club. And what a time to pop up and score it. There is still time to do this. There is still time. Come on. What do we want to do here? Let's demand more of that, please. Was Federico offside? No, he's probably just on. Decent cross to the back post, and that header has just snuck in, hasn't it? Ultimately, it's the perfect header. Just didn't give a keeper a chance there. And can we go and get an equalising goal here? Come on, boys. Come on. Oh, we're not going to do it, are we? Get creative. Come on, come on, come on. Just one more highlight. One more highlight. We don't want to lose this game. All right, there is 30 seconds to go. It's unlikely. It's unlikely. Can we find someone in the box? A moment of magic. Go on, Human. He goes over for Federico in acres of space. Can he get a cross in? He can. It's back post. It's too close to the keeper. And that is going to be the game. Well, if we had to choose which game we won and which game we lost, I think we would have taken it this way, because we can still recover in the league. If you're losing the Champions League, you can't really recover that. But that was a little bit disappointing. What do we say? Just unlucky. I'm not going to rant at them for that. And Hebe's won as well, so that went about as badly as it could have gone for us. So, yeah, 6 games to go, and now we need favours from elsewhere. And we still have to play Hebe, of course, in our next fixture. So that's going to be difficult as well. But that pretty much now, you'd say, top 3 we're looking at a sort of certain for. So that's good. That means we should be in the Champions League again for next season. We'll be knocked off top spot, though. And there we go, guys. Just goals of the month to come, but that is it for today. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. A good result and a bad result, really, wasn't it? And if you're new, welcome. Please do subscribe and ring the bell so you know when I upload new episodes. We'll be back tomorrow for Hebe, which is now 2nd versus 3rd in the league. And then we go off to South Korea to play Jeonbuk Motors to see if we can get ourselves into the Final 4. Now, what actually happened in the... Because we could play SIPG, couldn't we? They've lost at home to Seoul. So they'll do well to overturn that, won't they? So we may be denied our revenge, our final chance of beating SIPG, but we've got to get past Jeonbuk first. That's all for tomorrow, though, guys. I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching, and here are our best goals from August. Take care.